Hi all. So this is take 3 out of voiceover. I accidentally deleted my first one. Chip squeaked his ball through my second one, so here is go 3. I just thought I would show you some of my old designs. These are a mix of gel polish, stamping, foils, acrylic, there's everything in here. It's one of my early goes at pop art and a Halloween one on my milk nails. I went through my box, I was putting some nails away, and then I was looking for... This is all stickers. I found if you map the stickers, you don't see the outlines like you do with the shiny ones sometimes. And I just thought I'd show you some of my older designs. My Sabrina one was a favourite. I took a picture of the paused screen from the Netflix series. These Coraline ones are all stamped. I did the big key, but everything else on there is from a Coraline stamping plate. And I so feel like I'm repeating myself now. This is a set a client asked for, and I tried. And then sent them a picture. They were happy, but I wasn't. So in the end, I didn't end up doing them. On my little hand-drawn Mickey, that took me forever to learn. Some of these, like the hand-drawn Mickeys and things. Oh, and that's Dreamy Little Nails. I got that one off. She's definitely worth checking out. She has some awesome nails on there. But some of these are just trials. And a lot of the hand-drawn ones, like my Mickey and things, I learnt from other nail techs on YouTube that were showing tutorials and things. And I just repeatedly watched them like a million times over until I got it. This one is done with those tiny... There goes the squeaky ball again, but I'm not recording again. These ones go... The petals are been on Shein and Temu a lot lately, and I just layered them. And these ones I call my Arizona iced tea nails because they look like the carton on one of them. I've got some little gonks. Oh, my cinnamon nails. That one is acrylic. In fact, those yellow ones were pom-pom purin now I'm thinking about it. That amber one isn't actually a polish. That is a chrome powder mixed with a base coat and then painted on the nail in a couple of layers. My strawberry shortcake, they're decals. Shh. And that is my 3D Wizard Easter Bunny. He is done in acrylic. And my 3D Carrot Bunny, he is also acrylic. And somewhere, there we go, is a Cookie Monster. Also in acrylic. But the nails I do... They all get tossed in one box, and then I'll eventually get round to the box and put them on them plastic slides. And then they go into that box. That Galaxy one is black gel paint and then a full nail of foils. And these are my fairy nails. They are a sheer green with loads of Aurora chromes over and a bunch of different flakies. And my Gucci nails are stamped. They are with a logo stamper. Stamping plate even. The flowers on that pink nail that I'm pointing to are done with the silicone moulds and literally just gel polish. And there's the fox one I did the other day. Tweety Pie was traced from my phone screen onto my nail. And the Polly Pocket I just pointed to in the Tamagotchis, they are also done with the silicone moulds. These are a design by Natalie Mugridge. I don't know if it's 1 year or a couple of years ago, but these are the ones I've chosen to recreate today. And see how I get on. And that blue set at the bottom I've shown you is just one of my favourites. That is actually a whole bunch of different layered stickers just to get the effects I wanted. Now I do change these nails when I do recreate them. I use completely different, well, almost completely different colours. So I've got Say No More by Glitterama, which is like a muted a muted pink. It's almost got a grey cast to it. And that is Beautiful Buff, which is a really pale beigey brown. And I have my bear, but he has an orange bow, so I do end up painting that in the pink. And for my lines on the blanket nail, I have chosen to use my Skinny Gel by Rachel Wilder in the Platinum Gold. And in my little pot, this is a mix of clear acrylic, and then I have chrome powders, fairy dust, super fine aurora powders, super fine glitters, all just thrown in there and mixed in over the course of time. And I find that sugaring my nails with that, it gives them the matte effect I want, but it also gives them a slight shimmer without there being like lumps of glitter there. So it's like a smoother texture. I mean, that pot will probably last me the next 50 years. So I think when I do a giveaway, I will decant some into a smaller pot and add that to the box. These are the Glitter Planet display tips. So they're all the same size. And I have buffed them as usual with the buffer. And that is a 1 coat of Beautiful Buff. And then I'll go in with the cream. This is just a canny cream one. It's one from a year or two back, but it is the original one I used on that set. That actually is the only colour I keep the same. I end up pretty much changing everything, to be perfectly honest. I do the second coat off of camera. Because I faff around a bit deciding whether or not with that shade of pink and brown, if I actually even like that cream. Because they're both muted colours, it just seems rather bright next to them. But the one I would have changed it to is too close in shade to the brown, because I'd have used that Clay by Nailmate that I really like. And I didn't want them too close together because you wouldn't really see the change. So we end up sticking with the cream. Alright, so I've done the second coat off camera. And I am going in now with it was listed as like a super matte top coat on, I got this one off a Temu order. It's non-sticky and it really does matte it out. I'm using this because I'm going to be painting the design on top and then sugaring that with the acrylic mix. So I need, with that having shimmer powder in, I need for it not to stick to the rest of the nail. I mean, you can use a shiny top coat, but I wanted matte nails anyway. And this is me just painting the bear. Now, it is a no wipe matte top coat, but you will see me wipe it with a gel cleanse. And that's because even though it says no wipe, I just want to make sure none of the dust sits there. It actually does leave a beautiful shimmery effect when it does stay stuck on the nail. You know, if I've left like a slight damp or tacky layer, which I think actually looks great in a lot of my Christmas sets, and I do actually use it that way for Christmas. But for this set, I wanted the shimmer to stay on the paw prints and, you know, not cover everything else. So this is me just wiping them over. This is just a normal just a gel cleanser. You could even use alcohol if you use alcohol instead. And I think I just pat them over with another wipe just to dry them quicker because I'm impatient. So a while since I've actually done any art on these tips, but they are really good because they all come in one stock size. So I will go in with my trusty McCart glue, just put a stripe straight up his back and put him straight on and put him in the lamp. I do have some more of that glue, but it's in a pot, and in all honesty, I really do prefer the tube. So I definitely need to order some. So I'm going in for my paw prints, And on the brown nail, I'm using the pink polish and vice versa. So I do 3 dots together like an upside down heart with the bigger end of the stick, and then I use a smaller one for the paw prints. And then I will hold him over and sprinkle a light layer on. Do not dip into your acrylic because you will smudge your design. But I just toss off my excess and I wait and watch it, and as you can see it starts to go shiny again, which means it hasn't taken enough acrylic. So I add more on and let it sit. I've sped this up obviously, so I don't just put it on and tip it straight off. I leave it to sit there for a good 10-15 seconds or more. And I've put that in the lamp, and I'll start on the other nail. Now you can actually do a full nail all in one go, providing you don't have, you know, like super runny polish. I just wanted to do one so I could show you while I nuke that and then do the rest. But while I was doing the design, I completely forgot I'd done like a knitted stripe lines on one. I always knew I wasn't going to do the French, but instead we've just ended up with multiple paw prints. But I actually don't. I don't mind the look, and I do like this pink and brown together. So this one I just do all in one go, and then I dust it all at the end. But I cannot remember whether I leave it in to show me dusting it off so you can see the shimmer it leaves. Because I mean, if you look at it in the pot, it actually does look really shiny. But I've just added bits to it over the years, just to try and get the nice shimmer that I wanted. Technically, I could even still use it as an acrylic powder because it is still like, see, I was lucky there that it had already absorbed enough. It didn't actually smudge my design. But if it had been the top end where it's wetter, it definitely would have done. But yeah, this is like still 99.8 something stupid % of acrylic. So it really does make a lovely acrylic, but I just never use it for that anymore. I literally just use it for dusting. And we're just going in to do the rest of his little paw prints. And again, some more sugar in. So again, this looks like I tap it off straight away because obviously I have fast forwarded it, but I don't. And if you look on there is where you can see the dusty layer it leaves on the nail around the paw prints. So come Christmas, I do actually like to use it for its frosty effect because it's good at making stuff look frosted. Now, as you can see, some tiny bits of chrome have stayed on the nail or given it more of a shimmer than I want. So I literally just naturally off camera, because I'm useless, give it a rub over with cleanse, because them acrylic covered paw prints, they're not going to budge. It's not going to damage it or pull any of it off. So I just give it a cleanse over to make sure it's extra matte. But like I said, you can do that over a shiny top coat as well. You just do your nails, do your artwork as usual, top coat, and then go in with this. And this is a great way to do the knitted design at Christmas if you want it a little raised as well. So I do go in with my Line It Longer from CJP to do my lines, but then decide to switch to a smaller brush because I was horrible to my brush. I did not clean it properly after I last used it, and it is now stiffened up and refusing to do what I want it to do. So I think it's about there I actually end up swapping brushes because I got really cheesed off. Now, I do not draw straight lines that quickly. This must be sped up to about 4 times plus the normal speed. I really did do that a heck of a lot slower. So I've cured that brown, and now I'm going in for the pink stripe, which I'm still keeping pink. Also out of shock because I wasn't paying attention. But what I did forget was that my pink is a lot sheerer than my brown. So I should have done my chunky pink line first and then my brown, because you can see where they've crossed, which honestly kind of annoyed me, but once it was done, it was done. And my line is crooked, so I do faff around for quite a while straightening that out. And I decided to add some more lines. In the original one, there was only like the one chunky line and then a small pink line further down. But I think it left a lot of open space, so I just tried to fill that a bit more. So I do believe I nuked that. No, I didn't nuke it. I went to nuke it and then decided to do my gold stripe before I stuck it in there. And I am awful today about actually being in shot. But as you can see, I've started to draw the gold line on. I'm so sorry about that. That's what I get, because when I'm really trying to do something and look at it, I keep bringing it right up to my face, and I honestly keep forgetting to keep it in the bloody camera position. So now that goes in the nuker. And so this is what we've got so far. There's the little bear with his pink but still slightly orange thing, and I go over this again with a matte top coat, because obviously the gel polish I have put on there and the glitter is now shiny, and I wanted it all matte. The good thing about the Rachel Wilder skinny gels is that they are so packed with glitter that even matte, they still look absolutely fantastic. So I've cured that, and now I am just going in with a teeny weeny dotting tool, and I'm doing the tiny paw prints, and then I will go in and I will dust those again. And give that a nice shimmer like the rest of them. Obviously, with these being on tips, I don't show you what they look like on, but I just thought it'd be fun to see if I could do something better than my other attempt. But funnily enough, my first attempt, sometimes when they're good, they're really good, and my second attempts are just crap. So I'm just wiping my desk off with my trusty baby wipes. Fantastic for cleaning up nail art dust. It just sticks to it everywhere. Right, so this is the original set, which wasn't too bad all considered. But obviously that's just me pointing out the bits I've changed. Let me give this a dust off. But see, that gold is still really, it's muted but shiny. So there is the original, and that is the new. Me personally, I prefer the new set just because it's more muted colours. But yeah, I hope you've all enjoyed listening to me ramble, and thank you very much.